like it'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of prize. That's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way. You ain't built that way. I've been more in pain. Waited broad day. Really short fuse. Had a long day. Body like wow. Like. Wait. You know I'm an east side big TD, step a whole rep that.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll watch Tyler Conklin. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Golden Eagles and the Jaguars, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and North. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillated.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Rodgers. And one more time, here's Kirk. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. But you look at this defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On 1st down, Lawrence. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of it.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. Some motivation this week, not an issue.
Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Lawrence going to throw again. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Golden Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. But you look at this defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not?
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
I got him.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, he bowls over it. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Tyler Conklin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Golden Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. Man, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Golden Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. The eluding the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is taken at the 15. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. The current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Golden Eagles are able to add on to their first-half lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Rodgers. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Houston set to take over. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. His throw caught at about the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. 11. Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's a throw again as Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Golden Eagles are able to widen their advantage.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Rodgers going to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. They got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, 84 yards. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Lawrence going to throw again. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man here is Conklin. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Trevor Lawrence in the final seconds of the first half. And the Golden Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've come to halftime after a very All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they've got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Touchdown! From 21 yards away. And the Golden Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. On play action, now Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Fielded at the 20. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. Houston's offense taking over again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now Lawrence. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Rodgers now on 1st down. This complete to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards. Throwing now is Rodgers. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to at least get one score back. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now out comes Houston. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. That going to be caught downfield by Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Golden Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Here's Logan Cook now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is brought in at the 21. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. Houston's offense taking over again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A good pickup there at 22. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, Lawrence. He finds Wilson. And he's brought down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Breece Hall. 41 yards. And the Golden Eagles are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. And now out come the Jags. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Still on his feet. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Now it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Houston set to take over. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you know, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. That is caught. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Lawrence on first down. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that... to pad their stats a bit, but as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Rodgers now on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. Oh, he sheds himself free. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 51 yards. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Sooner or later, we should get a snap, I think. This is now 1st and 25 after another penalty. Looking to throw. It's brought in by Wilson. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. They'll drop to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Rodgers to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. He's got him in. Complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. McLaughlin for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, They've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man is Kirk, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off